Hello, my fire signs. It's your brother Zen, and I'm bringing you your weekly reading. And this is going to be kind of focused on May 2nd to May 9th. But of course, if you come upon this at any time, these are timeless, so there would still be messages for you in here whenever you come across it. So we're going to go jump in and see what we have in store for this next week. Before I start shuffling and we jump all the way in, I always like to start off just by thanking the Creator for being here with us. And we're so grateful for that unconditional love that you have for us. We also welcome all of our angels and our spirit guides, our loved ones on the other side, our ancestors, and any other beings of unconditional love and light that would like to be here with us and bring messages for this following week. We welcome you and we thank you. All right, well, we're going to pull from the Oracle of the Unicorns to get the overall energy for the week, and then I'll pull some additional cards just to get some clarification. All right, what do you have in store for the fire signs? Of course, those are the Aries, the Leo, and the Sagittarius. So all you wonderful fire signs, let's see what we have in store for you. What would you like fire signs to know next week? Creator, Spirit, what messages do you have for all those fire signs? Nope, I said nope. It's going to be one card. We'll make it very obvious. Okay, well, there we go. And you got courage. And I'll read the bottom there. Sorry, try not to have the glare on there. And it says, "You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries." And I'll read the message here from the card too, from the book. And it says, this situation, so this next week, requires you to respond from a place of love and courage and to trust that you are safe, no matter what the outcome. Fear has been used to control you throughout lifetimes to ensure that you never get too powerful. The media bombards us with stories that can lower our vibration, and many of us, as children, have been programmed to believe the world is unsafe. This unicorn and her guardian call on you now to rise into your power in order to shatter the illusions of fear. When you remember who you are, an infinite, powerful being who can never truly be harmed, you become untouchable. Journey now in the knowledge that the world you live in is loving and kind, that others can be trusted, and that you are always protected. When you do this, you are free to live with an unshakable sense of security. You can pursue your dreams more fearlessly and take risks, knowing you can create the results you want and have no need to be afraid. Call on the magical unicorns to walk every step of your path by your side. Listen as they remind you to be courageous, stand in your power, and trust that you are safe. And I do love that, because, yeah, when we have this fear that something's going to happen and we're going to end, our fear ego knows it's temporary. This character we're playing on this planet is temporary, but the real us, our higher self, our spirit, our soul, that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, that's eternal. So temporary, wants to rush, is scared, attacks, defends, fight or flight. The higher self is patient, it's eternal. It's like, what's the rush? We're going to be fine. It knows it is made of unconditional love, right? We are made of unconditional love. So have courage, have strength, know that you are more powerful than you've ever been taught. And then we're going to pull some cards here from the Light Seer Tarot just to get some clarification or additional messages for next week for fire signs. All right, what else would you like fire signs to know for next week, please? That's 2. Okay. Got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is wonderful because Pentacles are like the outside world, the physical world, finances, abundance, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes they're called coins. But the 9 is showing that you're having, you're going to have some fruit of your labor. You're going to be seeing some reward. You're going to feel like you're abundant. What I love is that, there's all this fruit, all these pentacles are the fruit that are growing in the tree. Some take longer to ripen than others. And then you're like, well, how do I know when something's ripe or not? And you have a lovely winged friend here who is spirit, your angels, your guides, the Holy Spirit, all of those beings on the other side that are there for us, and they will show you. So just take time to take deep breaths, calm yourself, and listen, and they will tell you what's ripe for the picking, and it'll be very obvious. So I love that for you, because we all love to see forward progress. We all love to see that all the steps that we've been taking and the bravery that you've had, to be able to take a step, that you're going to see movement in that, and then it's just going to reinforce that courage. It's like diving off the diving, the high dive. If you ever did that when you were younger, I was scared to death to jump off that big dive. But after the first time you do it, then you're like, oh my God, and you keep running because you realize you were safe landing in the water, and then you just get excited, want to do more. Okay, this is very good too. So this is the 2 of Wands. The Ace of Wands would have been like new ideas, new sparks, new adventures, new paths. But the 2 of Wands is all about you've had ideas and now you're making additional plans, and so you have all the light bulbs up there that are going off. They're looking at how am I going to get there? Okay, well, let's look into, VW, vans, and what's the map? How am I going to get there? And, looking, out at a distance here, going, okay, that's where I want to go. How am I going to get there? And so this is like the planning stages. So next week, with these steps that you've taken, so you've been taking some steps, you're seeing some progress, and then you're also looking at what additional plans are you going to be making on how to get more fruit, how to get more ripeness going on. And so that's just going to all fold and work off of each other this next week. Yep. And then you got the 10 of Wands. So you're also, these are you can see the 3 of Wands here. That's the card after this 2 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is when you've reached the shores, and you're about to go out into the ocean, go swimming and all that. And so this is saying that you've had ideas and you've been going on this path already, and you're reaching the end. You still have your Ace of Wands in your hand, so you have new ideas that are going to take you onto your next road, but you have a lot of information and a lot of support, a lot of knowledge and wisdom and experiences that you've had during this last path. It also feels burdened that you're trying to do something at the same time. So another message is just to have the strength to let old paths go to make room for your new path and your new dreams, because you're going to be too stressed and too overwhelmed to try to juggle too many things all at once. And you're like, but I want to keep that and do all those other new 5 things. And it's like, you only have so much water to fill up each of those glasses. So if you do it all, you're only going to have a little bit in each. But to have fullness in other things, then you're like, I need to let some of these glasses go so I can fill up these newer glasses more, if that makes sense. But I love this for you because it's all about forward movement and about trust, and, just know that the information that you're going to be needing to take those next steps are going to be there. But like, there's always a story that comes to mind that my mom used to always talk about with Moses and the Red Sea is, it's like the Creator was speaking to Moses and he said, I will part the sea. Just take one step onto the ocean and it'll part. So it took, Moses, stepping off into the ocean, and as soon as his foot either just barely touched or was about to touch, it was like with that action, that's when the sea started to part. And so when we take that step that allows the universe, the Creator, all those invisible, posse of beings that love and support us so much on the other side, they start working and doing so much. I mean, they're just like ready, set, and they're just like waiting for us to just take that step, and then they're off, and they're so excited to help build your life and to have things unfold. So a great week coming up for you. So just get quiet and listen to your higher buddies up there, and that all are all around you, and see what you want to let go and what is fruitful, what's ripe and to get picked, and move right along. So just know, as you go through this next week, you fire signs, ones are like the fire, so let your fire out and make that movement. Let that movement go. And just know every moment you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. You can't make any mistakes. Every moment is never wasted. It's always an experience and an adventure. So just go for the gusto. And just know that I love you too. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.